work-life balance. So I'm gonna post this video as just my thoughts on balance in general. My whole life, balance has been my biggest problem. Every time I get into something, I'm in a new hobby, or I'm into a new person, or whatever it may be, I put all of my stones in one basket, and then I have no balance for anything else in my life. And I don't know if this is just me that does this, but if it's not, fuck, it's hard. It's especially hard when you try multiple things. You know, growing up, I used to drum. I used to drum very seriously, and I got to a point where, and I had dreams and aspirations, right? I wanted to go out west in the country and play out with these professional groups, and I'd tell people that because it's what I wanted to do. Am I gonna like not tell the truth and not be myself or whatever? So I told people that, and I didn't do it because I eventually fell out of love with drumming. But like, it's so hard because every time you do something, you just, if you're like me and you put all your eggs in one basket, then you find that you just constantly disappoint everybody around you. You know what I mean? And I guess this is just how it works. You know, eventually you find something that you truly love to do, and you stick with it, and it's your career or whatever. And I'm sick of disappointing people for me exploring new things. You know, that's because if you balance too much and you don't put all your eggs in one basket, then how do you know that that thing gets as far as it can be? You know, when I drummed. Like I would spend 6 to 8 hours every day just drumming and getting better, watching videos and learning, and like after a while, once I stopped doing it, I felt like I just disappointed the whole fucking world, because everyone was coming to me like, why don't you do this anymore? What the heck happened? Why'd you fall through with what you said you were gonna do? It's like, I've learned that you can't tell people anything. You know, balance is one thing, but just telling people what you're up to, you just can't do it. My friend's an example of this. So I keep moving the camera around. My friend's an example of this with work. Like, he owns an online business, and his parents are so restrictive that he can't tell them anything. So he doesn't have the luxury or like the option to even do it if he wanted to. My parents are the other way around. They're super open, and they love to support me and everything, which is amazing. You know, I love them for that and whatnot. But there comes a time where they're unhealthy, or I'm unhealthy, or something's unhealthy, and I tell them so much, because obviously my goals are high. I mean, you can see by my fucking YouTube channel. Why do I even have this channel? Like, my goals are high, you know, and a lot of they're almost incomprehensible to someone that doesn't actually know what I know. And so when you tell someone that, and things take time, right? I can't just pull out of my ass all of my goals and just hit them. You know, things fuck up, like, so much. And that's the whole process, right? But it just sucks having to constantly let everyone down. You know, it's a lot of fucking pressure, which shouldn't even be there in the first place. If you didn't tell them and didn't say anything, then there would be no pressure. And so, sure, I think you should balance your life and work and everything you do, which I want to say do it perfectly, but I don't know how, you know. But honestly, I think whatever you do, you should just train your brain to not seek validation from others so that you can be okay with what you do and know that in your head that this will eventually work out. You need to have pure faith in your vision. That's the best way to put it. And if you don't have pure faith in your vision, then you're going to find that you're going to need validation from others. And once you do, you're going to start letting them down. Then you're going to stop believing in yourself, because once they talk and stop believing in you, you'll start not believing in yourself. Fuck, this stuff's hard. You know, I think let's cut out. You know, I think after a while, I started to notice this, but you can't please everybody. You know, that is a big problem of mine, and it stems from my need for validation, right? And I know that, but I have that, right? And so I feel like I need to constantly please everybody, and that if someone's unhappy with me, I'm not happy with myself for that, which is ridiculous, but it's just how I feel, you know? And so I'm finding now that this is not how you can live. You know what I mean? Constantly just making sure everyone around you is happy with you. And I ask myself, I'm just totally spiraling off topic, and I don't even care at this point. I find myself letting somebody down, you know, and just feeling the most disappointment I've ever felt for myself. Like, I'm just disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in everything I do. I lose my drive. I just feel like shit. All because I let somebody down. And that all stems from validation, but more importantly, just not telling people anything at all. It's just hard, dude. It's fucking hard being alone. Like, because I'm not alone, you know. Physically, I'm not alone. I have friends and I have family and I have people that care for me, but at times it just feels like my brain, it just feels like solitude. Like, it just feels like no one can really understand me. But then I ask myself, like, why should anyone even understand me in the first place? Why does that even matter? Why do I need people to understand me? And it's, again, me just needing validation. And I don't know whether it's just like being a guy and that's how it is, that all guys need this validation, but fuck. I don't know. I'm just spewing thoughts. I think what I need to do personally is be discreet. Somebody I follow on social media, an entrepreneur I follow on social media, has this tattoo on his arm that says "Silent Victories," and I'm slowly starting to see why this is so fucking important. You know, or just being silent in general. Not even being silent about victories, being silent about everything. Because fuck, this stuff is a process. I don't even know where the hell I'm driving right now. But if I had to say anything, try to be comfortable with yourself. And if you think you're alone, you probably are not. And if you are, you shouldn't even need anybody else other than yourself. You really shouldn't. You know. I guess that just comes from being comfortable in your own skin. So I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna title this video. I probably won't post it. But this is just how I feel about balance and the recent little struggles I've been going through or whatever. So I don't fucking know.